People trade on different time frames. You can buy an asset and sell it right away after a few seconds, or you can hold it for several months or even keep it as an investment for the next 20 years and only then sell it. Being familiar with all types of investment, I always prefer to focus on two main types: very short-term trading and really long investments. Let me explain. So first, let's talk about the long term. When you invest for longer term, you have the ability to deeply analyze whatever it is you consider putting your money in. It can be a currency, a stock, or any other asset. It doesn't matter. The point is you can base your decisions on logical considerations. You can actually research factors such as economical situation, geopolitical influences, and new technologies you believe will take off in the future. And the good part is that if your assumptions are good and reasonable, then it will probably get there, regardless of what will happen in the meantime. Again, if you invest in something that is actually valuable, it will most probably rise higher eventually. Note that when you do that, you don't really care what will happen today, next month, or next year. You simply buy and hold till it reaches your target, whatever it is. Investing in Bitcoin can be a good example for that. Think about a person who invested in 100 Bitcoin while one unit costed only $1. That person was anticipating that it will reach $10,000, and guess what? He was right. He now has over $1 million worth of Bitcoin. Do you think that person actually cared about what happened before it got to this price? Well, he didn't. While he was waiting patiently, the digital coin were climbing, then crashing, then climbing and then crashing again. But for the investor, it didn't change anything. Not for his overall outlook and not for his risk management. That because he was trading for the long term. By the way, it's simply insane to think of the amount of people who bought Bitcoin, thousands of Bitcoins while it was still worth few cents and are now multi-millionaires. Definitely an extreme case, but a good example for a long-term investment that paid off big time. Now it's the time to find the next big currency, the next big movements, and the opportunities are there. So pay attention. Another type of effective trading is my favorite and the one we are going to focus on in this course. One of the most important things about it is that when you day trade, you are not exposed to long-term risks. This is especially important when it comes to the cryptocurrencies market, which is after all still young and need to prove its stability over time. So even though I firmly believe in the powerful concept and technologies behind it, it's really hard to predict how will the future of cryptocurrencies market will look like. How will the governments react and what kind of action will take place? When you day trade, you don't have to worry about any of this. What you do is simply taking advantage of little events during the day. You use quick changes in prices to get in and out of the market while gaining profits. These movements are caused by people behavior, which are sometimes much easier to predict than any longer term analysis. In day trading, you are not worried about the future of the currencies. By the time anything significant happens, you are already out with your money, the money that you just earned. So, to sum it up, there are two types of investments where you can actually trade profitably based on real things. Long-term investments, where you can actually apply real analysis and anticipate significant gains based on real value. And then, of course, we have day trading, where we don't care about anything, we are not exposed to long-term risks, and our analysis mainly focuses on taking advantages on what's going on right now. We do our thing, take the money, and that's it. How to do it is what we will cover in this course.